What is going on, guys? So let's go ahead and talk about what is my favorite run in the game, and that is going to be the halfback zone week out of the Singleback trips set. Now, this run is right up there in terms of effectiveness with the QB draw from Empty Bunch, in my personal opinion. As you see, very first clip, we're able to break this to the outside, get a touchdown. Here's the instant replay. And the reason this works that I don't think a lot of people realize is it is very difficult to block shed that left tackle. So you see the left tackle typically always seems to hold his block extremely well. Now, obviously, if you have a complete bum in that spot, you will be able to get block shedded. But for the most part, this run allows you to cut outside of that left tackle. Also, you could treat this very similar to a off tackle run to where you could kind of bounce it in between the guard and the tackle. If that hole is there, you should be able to, pick and choose whether or not you want to go to the outside or if you want to cut it up directly up that left B gap. So next run right here, you see we're able to get outside once again. And same thing, we're able to just bounce this run to the outside, and we are picking up about 10 yards of pop. So we're going to go ahead, do it again. Here you see, although the interior blocks, or block sheds, we are able to once again bounce this all the way out to the outside. Here you see that pretty much we just had running room for days. If they are in a goofy run defense, this is not one of those runs that only works against specific things. I run this run all day long on Weekend League, and I run it against everything. 4-4, 4-6, 3-4, doesn't matter. This is a run that I personally feel I can go to at any point. Now, one thing I did want to touch on is if you flip this run to the right, whereas we're typically bouncing this run to the outside because we want to get behind our receivers in the blocking, if we bounce it to the right, you can't bounce it all the way to the outside. This run, when ran to the right, the opposite side of the receivers, becomes very much a dive. You run it kind of up the middle. You can create kind of like that off tackle type of look where you're running between the guard and the tackle. Sometimes the tackle and the tight end, but you never want to really bounce it all the way out to the outside simply because you won't have the numbers in the run game. So if you're going to run it to the tight end side, treat it like a dive. If you're running it to the receiver side, treat it like an off tackle.